Yeah, he won't be home for mom's roast beef. That's fine. Let me see what happened here. I'm trying to figure. This is one of those reports. Like the way they titled it, I don't know what's going on. It says, "Oh, see what MPD's command center spotted." Like, what are y'all talking about? What did they spot? I guess it's saying see, so they just want you to watch it. So we about to watch it. It looked like YNs with guns.
Exclusive to us and now you, that Memphis police saw unfolding in real time at their downtown command center. Officers say they spotted some people brandishing guns a block away from the city's most iconic street. Our chief investigator, Jessica Gertler, shows you what happened next and why this has MPD applauding that new center and its technology.
The staff can select a number of cameras and they can post them up on the screen. So it's really game changing when you can zoom out that far and actually see things.
Dozens of cameras watching over the city July 13th. It was 1:30 in the morning.
Cameras zooming in and out, they're patrolling, right?
Memphis police were stationed a block from Beale at the downtown command center. They were scrolling through live feeds while the entertainment district was still booming.
So go ahead and press play.
Lieutenant Delwan Waller gave us an exclusive look at what his team noticed on a camera that night.
Here you see this individual. He actually has a weapon in his waistband, and the one behind him has one too.
So they relayed that information to patrol officers.
They see the officers coming.
I'm gonna go back real
So
quick,
they relayed that.
And the one behind them has.
What are y'all doing, yo? Listen, I got a license to carry. You could not see my gun when I'm walking down the street. What is my man doing, yo? Like, y'all ain't got holsters or nothing. Like, what are y'all doing? You look like you got a gun.
Well, he actually has a weapon in his waistband.
He ain't got no gun.
And the one behind him has one too.
So they relayed that information to patrol.
Yo, they should. If he had a license to carry, they should lock him up for not even wearing a belt. I can't even get past this fool. Look at my man right there on the screen, right? Even if he had a license to carry, they should lock him up for not even wearing a belt.
The one behind them has one too.
So they relayed that information to patrol officers.
They see the officers coming, and then at some point they're going to walk back towards the vehicle that they're in.
You then see blue lights fill the parking lot at Peabody and Rufus Thomas.
The squad cars come, one guy takes off.
Takes off towards Beale.
What do we have on Beale Street? Entertainment District unit officers. So he runs into a swarm of officers and they're chasing him.
And the cameras followed the chaos too. This angle shows the guy right there in the middle of your screen, booking it towards the metal barricades. He can't quite clear it though. He falls, and like his buddies, officers detain him too.
The officers are checking the actual vehicles, and they realize there are guns, and there are.
These are the YN cameras. Yo, when I make the thumbnail, these are the new YN cameras. Listen, let me tell y'all what they about to do. They're about to make cameras for y'all little dumb niggas. Little dumb YN cameras. Yo, y'all so stupid, bro. Y'all are so dumb. Yo, I was young and dumb before, but y'all are young and dumber. Like, I would have never did no dumb shit like that. Like, y'all, like, if I was their age, I'd have been like, look at these dumb motherfuckers. Like, listen, this right here is going to give law enforcement cross country ideas. They're going to have YN cameras, and they're going to name it that too. YN cameras. So they just randomly set up cameras just to watch y'all little dumb.
Kates. He can't quite.
Yo, I'm going to be now after this, I'm gonna segue into something, right? And I'm gonna ask you a real question. So remember this right here. This is the YN camera section. Ah, it's a damn shame, yo. Y'all giving me content. So listen, this is YNs with cameras. You heard me? So listen, before I go into the next section, right? This is going to be the YNs with cameras section. Now, I'm gonna ask you a real question. Let's proceed. I just want y'all to remember this, so it can tie into what I'm gonna say next as I do this next video. They're going to do this in every state now.
Clear it though. He falls, and like his buddies, officers detain him too.
The officers are checking the actual vehicles, and they realize there are guns and there are drugs.
That's right. WREG investigators uncovered the court records stating officers found multiple guns in plain view just sitting in their car. They also found marijuana, a scale, and a pistol with 11 rounds in the magazine underneath the passenger seat. They say they all—
Yo, look at the screen, yo. Yo, y'all Memphis dudes, y'all got to be the dumbest motherfuckers ever, yo. Listen, y'all, and yo, I'm in Philly. These dudes are dumb too. You got the guns laying on the seat. You got the marijuana. This is all laying out in the open. So look on my screen. These Memphis YNs got everything laying out in the open for the cops to grab. They got multiple guns in plain view, marijuana, and these fools got the scale laying on the seat and 11 rounds of magazines underneath the passenger seat. Y'all got to be the dumbest dudes ever. And you know the guns are illegal. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the scale. You got the scale. The scale. Listen, when you got the scale, they're not going to be like, oh, you were a part-time marijuana smoker. They're going to be like, y'all are supplying it. You got the scale right there. Yo, my God, y'all dumb as fuck. Damn, y'all some dumb. Oh my God, y'all dumb. In plain view, I'm mesmerized. I can't even say it. Like,
also found 2 Glocks, both equipped with an auto sear, which is a machine gun conversion device.
And you got
it's highly illegal and allows a Glock to do this: fire 1,000 rounds per minute.
So that is us spotting something and helping the officers in the.
Yo, get the soap, my man. You're going to jail. Get the motherfucking Irish Spring soap. You're going to jail, my man.
The Downtown Command Center opened in late April, offering new tools to fight crime in the downtown corridor. Top leaders touted the AI-powered cameras that offer clear pictures and real-time monitoring. Some of the cameras belonging to businesses that voluntarily integrated their systems.
What we do is we monitor the events of the day and monitoring from on high so that we can kind of provide protection in that way.
Basically, the state-of-the-art facility is a mini version of the real-time crime center. But since officers can focus on a confined area, they can cycle through the cameras more frequently. They've caught crimes like this one in the act.
And so it's a force multiplier because that camera can be there at all times, 24/7.
What have you been able to spot?
Oh, you name it, whether it's an accident, whether it's a medical call, whether it's a shoplifter, whether it's reckless driving.
Lieutenant Waller says they've been able to assist with more than 120 calls within the first 4 months, resulting in more than 40 arrests, including 16 felonies. One of those arrests happened June 8th. A Jeep Wrangler seen on the cameras driving recklessly on Peabody. Another happened on August 23rd. A man spotted on the camera placing a black handgun with an extended magazine underneath a car. Patrol officers nabbed him and the Glock, which also had a switch, making it fully automatic.
MPD says the Downtown Command Center is a big reason why crime in downtown Memphis has decreased 31% as of this week compared to the same time last year.
City data shows car break-ins are the biggest problem in the downtown zip code, followed by stolen cars and aggravated assaults. But overall, their data states crime in the downtown zip is the lowest it's been in the past 5 years. The hope is those numbers, this center, and these cameras will help the public feel safer.
Perception-wise, what would you like them to know about this center?
I would like them to know that we're always watching and it is safe to come down.
Investigating for news leader Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, MPD says the center also plays a big role in monitoring major events like Memphis in May, and it will play a vital part in the St. Jude Marathon.
Yo, I'm not going to even lie to you, right? Just say you want to. So you got to be objective, right? Just say you want to take your kid out somewhere. You know, there's cameras everywhere and stuff like that, and they're watching in real time. So just say you standing over here, your kid's right there, off to the side a little bit, eating cotton candy and stuff like that. They watching everything on camera. That might be a thing. You know what I mean? You might feel a little bit safer knowing that they're watching everything in real time. So I'm kind of, I don't like being watched, period, obviously, but that might be not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Now, my homie Chris Casino from Philly, right? They sent me this, right? So Kid Vega and Chris Casino sent me this. Shout out to them, right? I don't know what they on now, but let me see. Where is it? So you seen the last report, right? Where in Memphis downtown they're watching everybody just for safety, right? Now is young dudes running around with switches, all type of illegal stuff like that. That's what they're really watching. I don't blame them, right? Now in Philadelphia, now I'm gonna pose this question before I ask this, right? You see what happened in Memphis, right? So this little center in Memphis where they're downtown, where everybody goes and hangs out. They got cameras everywhere. They're catching criminals doing stuff in real time. Now, in Philly, Jersey, and New York in particular, there's always shootings at Chinese stores, Chinese food corner stores that are open late at night, and poppy stores / bodegas. They call them bodegas in New York and Philly. We call them the poppy store. You know what I mean? So we know for a fact that late night Chinese food stores, poppy stores / bodegas always have shootings on the outside of them. People hang out on the outside of them, and whatever illegal activity that they're getting into, shit always happens at these stores. So ish always happens. Now, the question is what's this curfew that I'm going to show you, right? Do you think that this will stop that type of activity? So in Philadelphia, businesses in these particular neighborhoods are going to have a curfew after certain times. So businesses in hooded, you know what I'm saying? Hooded, in bad crime ridden areas are going to have curfews on certain times. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's take a look at this.
In some parts of Philadelphia, it will force some businesses to close early, including restaurants and bodegas, in an effort to deter crime.
So let me go back a little bit.
That's going into effect tomorrow in some parts of Philadelphia. It will force some businesses to close early, including restaurants and bodegas, in an effort to deter crime. But business owners are worried it will ultimately hurt their bottom line. Action News reporter Maggie Kent, live for us now in Germantown with more on the curfew. Maggie.
Well, Shari, some businesses along this corridor and others in neighborhoods across the city will have to close at 11 p.m. That ordinance will go into effect come tomorrow, and then fines will come after.
We're already in a bad area, and I don't think putting a bill and quote unquote under the umbrella of nuisance business is the right way to fix the underlying problems.
Mitesh Patel owns a medicine shop pharmacy along Kensington Avenue. While his business is open to the public from 9 to 6, they operate hospice and manage around the clock work inside. He's concerned about a new business curfew to go into law tomorrow. The business curfew covers Councilmember Ketsi Lozada's District 7. That includes Kensington, Frankfort, and Hunting Park. And Councilmember Cindy Bass's District 8, spanning Germantown, Mount Airy, Logan, and Chestnut Hill.
The quality of life aspect of that legislation is the part that I am very much in tune with. But it will become law in the city. It just won't have my signature.
This ordinance forces businesses to close from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. or face a potential of $1,000 fines each day. Fines start November 10th. It impacts food trucks, bodegas, takeout restaurants, and 24-hour shops. Establishments with liquor licenses, gas stations, and drive-thrus are not subject to this enforcement.
Supposed bill is supposed to...
Yo, you know what's going to happen? People going to start selling stuff illegally. So whatever you see in the stores, somebody is going to be selling this illegally. I'm sitting here. Hey, listen, I'm sitting here like, hey, look, I'm not saying that I'm going to be selling stuff illegally, but I'm just joking when I say this. Just joking. I'm in Philadelphia, right? The funniest thing about it, I had a vending license where I used to sell stuff. And I said, somebody's going to be selling stuff illegally at the hours. So your soda man, your illegal soda man is going to have sodas all night now. Sodas, everything. They're going to, your after hours, listen, your after hours snack shop is going to be at a speakeasy. You know what I'm saying? So they just, one market closes and another one opens up. Now, I'm not telling y'all to do that, but that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I'm not advertising it, telling y'all to sell stuff illegally, especially not drugs like my man is selling on the screen there. But the craziest thing is all the drugstores that are 24 hours are going to be overcrowded. But this dude is not open. I don't think this guy's open all night anyway. But it's like, the thing I don't understand is like, what about like a nightclub? That I'm confused about that. So you can't open up a club in this area?
Will become law in the city. It just won't have my signature.
This ordinance forces businesses to close from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. or face a potential of $1,000 fines each day. Fines start November 10th. It impacts food trucks, bodegas, takeout restaurants, and 24-hour shops. Establishments with liquor licenses, gas stations, and drive-thrus are not subject to this enforcement.
Supposed bill is supposed to...
So if you got a liquor, so literally think about this, right? I could poison you with liquor all night, but the person with a little hot dog stand has to close down. Like, they got to refine that. So I could poison you all night with liquor and alcohol and blunt wrappers. They got to revise that. That's not whoever's doing that. They obviously are not from Philadelphia. And they obviously don't know what really the hell is going on.
It impacts food trucks, bodegas, takeout restaurants, and 24-hour shops. Establishments with liquor licenses, gas stations, and drive-thrus are not subject to this enforcement.
Supposed bill is supposed to...
Now, let me listen.
Deter crime. I think what will happen is that crime will go elsewhere, streets behind. You'll get vacant buildings that will become the new spot. It'll be coming into the more residential areas. So where it is, it's kind of confined, but we need to use the existing laws and actually address the issues, treat the actual problems, and not say it's the business's fault.
Again, this ordinance will go into a law for Council District 8 and 7. That comes tomorrow. Then there will be a 60-day warning period. Those fines start November 10th, $1,000 each day for those.
I'm gonna tell you, they did this. They did a disjustice, right? With the way now, I'm glad I got a platform, right? I'm gonna tell you why I'm glad I got a platform. Now I'm gonna lead this up because it says curfew concerns, right? So the news, listen. So the Philadelphia local, this report right here, they kind of did. They're telling the truth, but they're not really. Listen, them Chinese stores or all those Chinese food stores that are open late at night, and the bodegas, those two things late at night is where all the shootings always happen. The 24-hour, the Poppy stores and the Chinese stores. Poppy Chinese food stores. Poppy Chinese food. All the crime happens in front of those, right? There's not that many gas stations in Philadelphia. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a couple spread out. There's not a whole bunch of gas stations open late at night in Philadelphia. So they're kind of misrepresenting that. It's a whole bunch of late night Chinese stores and even more late night Poppy stores, right? Now, if you actually look at some of these Poppy stores or smoke shops, like, you know what I mean? They got candy, marijuana wrappings. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke weed. They got marijuana, like, what y'all smoke. Natural leaves and all that other stuff y'all smoke. You know what I mean? I got friends that smoke. So Chinese food stores, Poppy stores. You didn't hear her say nothing about Chinese food stores because they don't want to profile the word Chinese, but it literally is Chinese food stores, right? That are open all night. Now, these stores are obviously open all night. They don't care who they're serving because they're just making money. So I can't really blame the Chinese food stores or the Poppy stores, right? But they will open up, like, it'll be like 35 shootings. 35 people would get shot in front of their store, and they'll still be open. They don't care about human life for the most part. You know what I mean? So they're trying to get them out on the back end. But they can't say, listen, they can't say that. I'm pretty sure the police, now this is what's disingenuous. You know that, listen, in every business entity, they run numbers, right? So I'm gonna repeat that again. In every business entity, they run numbers. In sales, they run numbers. In the police station, all the detectives, they run numbers. I know you ran the numbers on how many people are shot in front of each particular business. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I had the data, I can do a spreadsheet for you right now on Excel. I could do a whole spreadsheet showing you how many people are shot in front of what type of business and break it down and separate it. I could do that myself. You know what I mean? So I know that the police and lawmakers, whoever got together and made this law. So I know that these lawmakers have the data because all they do is crunch numbers. So I know that they have the data of how many people get shot in front of Chinese stores, how many people get shot in front of bodegas, how many people get shot in Walmart. Like, we just did a story on Walmart. So I know that, irrefutably 100%, I know that they have these numbers. So either the news, either this, I'm not, this news station is great. You know what I mean? That's Action News. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I did Hood Action News, because they're underreporting and not really telling the truth because they don't want to offend. Because Philadelphia is a liberal city. It is what it is. They don't want to offend the Chinese community, right? Or the Asian community. When those Chinese stores have a lot of shootings happen out. Now, it's not the owner's fault. I'm not saying that. But if you look at the data, listen, if you look at data where a lot of these shootings, it's either Poppy or Chinese stores. And that's in Philly, Jersey, New York. I'm pretty sure that that's the same data. Now, when you go in the southern states, like just say in Atlanta, the gas station is popping. You know what I mean? So this would be true in Atlanta for a gas station, but you can't stop regular people from getting off work going to get gas. So now, also in Philadelphia, you obviously had to have a lot of money to open up a place that has a drive through, because there Kensington Avenue is you can't put a drive through on Kensington Avenue. Now it's a 7-Eleven down there, but they're not going to knock it down and put a drive through up there. You know what I mean? When people are going to walk up to it. So a lot of news reporter is disingenuous. That's why I created this channel. It's hoodactionnews.com. And I got plenty of education to do a regular news. I could do any of these regular news channels. Trust me, I could be a news reporter. But I kind of I like doing my own thing, because I could wear what I want. I could brand the way I want to. And when stuff is underreported and disingenuous. So when stuff is underreported and disingenuous, I can actually tell you the truth. So we tell you the truth over here. You know what I mean? So being that said, that's why I want you to like, share, subscribe, because we tell the truth over here. This news report was sent to me by Chris Casino, my homie Chris Casino, and Kidco Vega, right? Now, like, share, subscribe. This is a local issue, local to me. I'm in Philadelphia, but 100%, we know that most of the crime happens at Poppy stores and Chinese food stores. Now, will this stop crime? No, it's not going to stop crime. Now, this may stop people from hanging out in front of these places all night. Now, I want to ask you a question. They said that the curfew was going to be 11 o'clock, right? What happens when a shooting happens at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock? You know what I mean? In the wintertime, it gets dark early. What happens when something happens at 8 o'clock? So it's that's a hard issue. You know what I mean? Now, you notice it's in targeted areas, which I like. That's kind of crazy to me, because now you know what's going to happen. Like my buddy said earlier, he said everybody is going to go downtown now. So if this store is going to close at a certain time, all of those people doing all of that crime, or they're going to go in those other neighborhoods where those other businesses are open. So be prepared to see YNs near you. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Them dudes that's robbing people and all of that. So let me go back a little bit. I want to look at the map. Hold on, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I want to look at the map and see those neighborhoods again. We're not done yet. Look, he can't even he can't even build his little business. They shut his ass down. See, and that guy, he was trying to take advantage of that, the fact that Rite Aids are closing down. Nope. They got him up out of there. Now look, Look at these zones on the screen right there, right? Now, this is some Philly, 100% Philly stuff. Now, this is Hunting Park, Germantown. This is Germantown and Hunting Park, right? Zone 7 and 8. Now, let me see something. So all of the people in Germantown, they're going to start going into Uptown a little bit. There's not that many 24-hour stores in Uptown to begin with. Uptown is in where it says Ollie Zone 9. Well, you can see me pointing. Let me see something. I'm going to give a breakdown. Right here. Yup, right here is where this is going to be the spillover. This is going to be the spillover. Everybody that lives right here, they're going to start walking down Girard into these nice little gentrified areas. They're going to start going to these stores down here. So all this is going to do is it's going to make the crime come into the good, the better. Listen, no good part of Philly, the better areas. You just got bad and better. No good, right? So let me see something. Yeah, so Aramingo Avenue is going to be jumping. They're going to be on Aramingo Avenue. And Aramingo Ave is all drive-throughs anyway, so that may be okay. But right here, woohoo, right here, yep, they're going to start walking. They're going to walk to Broad Street. And Broad Street is going to be popping late at night. The whole hood is going to be on Broad Street looking for blunt rappers and all that. So yeah, whoever did this has no idea what's going on in Philly. Let me see something. Chew Avenue, Germantown. Yeah, y'all didn't plan that out. We're gonna see. I'm gonna follow up on this. But this is the map right here. So if you're in Philly and you in a good neighborhood, all of these dudes, they're gonna start spilling over to your neighborhood, going in them stores. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. This is hoodactionnews.com. I'm Izzo.